Welcome to Hustle Radio, a podcast about the New York hustle mentality centered in the e-commerce industry, the official podcast of the E-Com Cooperative. Introducing your hosts, Frank Acosta and David Dayon.
Bam!
How we doing, Frank?
And we are live.
Happy Tuesday.
First of all, congratulations on your new LinkedIn Live, David Dayon. Taking over the LinkedIn platform. Look at you.
We've been going live for 20 plus episodes on Frank Acosta's LinkedIn. Yeah. And now we'll be switching off, going from my LinkedIn to Frank's LinkedIn. Welcome everybody.
I want to give you yours. It's gonna be yours. It's gonna be yours for a little bit. I need to let that reign.
Welcome everybody to episode 21 of New York Hustle Radio. Frank, I need you to do the intro on this one. Let's do it. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it, man.
Start screaming. Let's go.
We have one of the best in the industry, Andy Mizrahi, with us. What's going on, baby?
Hey, what's up, guys? Great to be here.
Good, man. Good. All good vibes.
Wow, what an exciting day.
Yeah.
By the way, I love your intro to Hustle Radio. Wow.
All right. David's always swinging with his music in the background. Guys, my day's just starting, man. I just got into the office. Legit walked in a few minutes ago, so I have like a long night. And, you know, we're always talking about that New York hustle, and this is one of them, right? Where something's happened in the morning. I had to handle family issues, and now it's like my day starting at 5 p.m., which is crazy. And yeah, man, is that New York hustle vibe, man. Just show up and keep doing what you got to do. Man.
Yes.
I hear that.
We have an amazing
guest. I'm actually brought.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll jump in. Yeah, I'll jump in when you intro. No. Go for it.
Andy Mizrahi is the founder of Old Farm Productions. Andy is a screenwriter, video producer, Emmy nominated. I have to mention that too. Definitely doing some great things. We actually have both of you guys are in the video space, which is why today's topic is going to be a great one: the do's and don'ts of product and brand videos with Andy Mizrahi. How you doing, Andy?
I'm great. I'm actually coming to you live from Jerusalem. So it's I'm working New York hours. I'm here for a few weeks. So I'm starting my day at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, or 4 o'clock in the afternoon also. So
wow.
This is just capping off my end of my day also.
Love it. L'chaim.
L'chaim.
I don't have my drink with me, but oh boy. All right. Hold on, Frank.
Yeah, of course.
Take over. I'll be back in a second. Hold on.
This is just tea. This is my wind down.
Me too. This is my wind down.
But,
this is my tea version. Yeah. Listen, it's 5 o'clock. The grind is starting now. While David is getting his drink, because obviously he wouldn't be able to sleep at night.
I can't. Yeah, if everybody else is drinking, I'm gonna l'chaim everybody.
L'chaim. Listen. So I'll start off with a basic question, right? What's the difference between a product video and a brand video, right? I feel like a lot of people don't really understand the difference there. So before we get into the do's and don'ts, so I know I get these questions a lot, but I would love to hear a different perspective, Andy, because I know this is the world you live in. What's the difference between a product video and a branded video?
So a brand video is when you have a company, you want to showcase who you guys are. And it could be something about like, for example, about who you are, what's your history, what do you do across the board. So this is featuring everything about you. It could be how you get it done, what your history is, what you do, all across the board. A product video specifically is about one specific product that you use for a listing. It could be for Amazon, it could be for whatever your e-commerce universe is. It could be a TV commercial, but it's really one specific product that we're focusing on. And it explains the features and all the good stuff about your product that you're promoting.
Is a brand video automatically more expensive? Is that just what maybe a lot of people lead you to believe, or is it not going?
No, definitely not. Not necessarily. It could, for example, we're working on a brand video right now, and it doesn't require any shooting at all on our part. It just required they send us assets. So they would send us their videos if they had it, or pictures, or logos, or stock video, and we're just telling this brand story with a voiceover, royalty-free music, and a script. And we don't need to get a camera operator, so it's actually more cost-effective if you just need a brand video if you have the assets.
All right, I'm very excited for some of the questions that I prepared today. I kind of, Frank, I kind of can't believe that we never did this topic before, which is a little ridiculous. But I'm very happy that we have Andy here today to talk about it. So I have a couple of basic questions before I let you guys get all up in it, the do's and don'ts. I wanted to ask some basics that I thought maybe the audience would appreciate. So number one, is there a perfect length for a video? Is it 30 seconds? Is it 20 seconds? Is it 45? I feel like there's no right answer, so don't kill me, but tell me your best, what if somebody asks you that, I'm sure you get this question a lot. What do you respond? What do you tell them?
I don't really have a magic number, but I guess about a minute is anywhere in the ballpark of a minute is good. Maybe 45 seconds if I'm being specific. I feel like it really depends on how much we need to explain. Sometimes there's a lot of things and it's cool to get it all in. If it's a minute and 15, let it be a minute 15. But I guess because you are asking for a magic number, I think 45 seconds is usually pretty good. You could explain a lot of things, and it's less than a minute, so people are excited about that. So, that's my opinion.
That's good. That's good. And then I guess my next question is, are the first couple seconds the most important? We just had an event in Miami, and the guy the venue owner came over to me and he told me the first hour of a 4-hour event determines how the whole event goes. I'm not to oversimplify it, but is a similar rule applicable by videos? Do you have to set the tone within the first 10 seconds or something, or is there a
grace period? I would say so, especially when it comes to YouTube videos. They say that's something, or an ad that's being say it's an Instagram ad or a Facebook ad. They say that specifically. With Amazon videos, because I know we're in the Amazon universe, obviously you definitely want that, but I think it's a little bit more forgiving because the consumer's looking for this information, versus an ad where they aren't. So that's what I think.
Saying with an ad, because you're just trying to get them to be interested in the product, you have to kind of get it done quicker, as opposed to when you already got the guy and he's already interested and he's already watching the video, he's invested and he's going to finish it.
Yeah, because he's looking for this video, versus if you're on Facebook and you're not looking for this video. It's
okay.
So.
Okay. Now, I was doing some research, as I usually do for any guest we have on New York Hustle Radio. And I noticed, I think from your website, I went to your portfolio, your full portfolio, not just a little teaser you have on your website. And on the portfolio, it gave a little breakdown of the different type of videos you guys make at Old Farm Productions. By the way, I got to shout out Old Farm Productions. I grew up on Old Farm Road. I'm pretty sure that has something to do with the name, and
sure does.
Has a little special place in my heart.
That
was a good block to grow up on. Frank, you didn't know that?
Yeah.
These deal boys.
These deal boys. But I guess I want to touch on that, the different types of product videos. So I know from my little knowledge of the video space that there's a few types of video types. We have lifestyle videos, we have studio videos, we have explainer videos. The fourth type of video I'm aware of is an animated video. Am I missing any categories, any types?
There's testimonial videos.
There we go, testimonial. So number 5, is there a video that you think you do best, or that you think you specialize in, or that you think you do that you like doing?
I'm a big fan of doing electronic products, anything with technology. I love it. I love because it's ever changing. I love the concept of somebody comes into the space and says, I just spent all this time creating this awesome electronic product. It's got Bluetooth, it syncs to my watch, and it connects to the house, and it connects to my headphones, and it's the greatest thing ever. But nobody understands how it works, what it means, what is it? So me using my video love, I get to do so many tools. I love being able to show it from all these cool angles. I love being able to use animation to showcase the Bluetooth or the 3D or the X-ray inside of it. I love showing that it's the Wi-Fi. I love all those little details that are so complicated. When people say, I don't know how to explain this, I'm like, yes, that's music to my ears. I got you. So I'm a big fan of electronic stuff these days.
I love it. So let me ask you a few questions, Andy. We know that
Yes.
because I do videos as well, right? And I know that sometimes when you talk to these clients, they don't really know. Like they'll tell you, yes, I want to explain what this product is, but I really don't know the creative. I don't know where to even get started. Are you a hands-on agency where you come in and you say, you know what? It's okay for you not to know. Let me go and create the script. Let me give you the ideas. Let me give you the concepts, and we go from there.
Yeah,
Or
absolutely. Yeah,
or do you require the client to already know what he wants to produce and because there's two ways to go about it in the video industry.
no, I mean, I definitely take both types of clients, but no, that's my job is to understand what their goals are. How do I bring the script, extract the script from them based on their goals? And if they don't know what to do, that's when we go into, okay, maybe you guys need a brand guidebook also, where I'll help you explain that for you.
Right.
So
Right. Yeah.
I
Because
like,
sometimes without a strategy, it's very difficult to because then it creates friction in the production, right? I always tell people video is not like Photoshop or creating an ad where hey we made a mistake, let's go fix it right away, right? There's a whole production in line, right? Like once it's
correct.
filmed, right, we're getting into post production, so there's very limited space for mistakes in this type of industry that you're in, right? Because unlike somebody's graphic world where oh you don't like the color, fine, we'll change it, right? Now in a video to go and change somebody's shirt, even though it's doable these days, the hours spent, is crazy. So it's like, what's the process of making sure everything's signed off and that they know exactly what they're looking for?
Yeah, it's a great question. How about this? 90% of what we do is preparing for the shoot. The shoot is the easiest part of the process
Yes.
because we're so lined up and organized by the time we get there. So we have a script, and then we lock in the script. Okay, you like it? Great. Then we show them the script again in the storyboard. The storyboard is these are the kinds of shots we're gonna get. This is the script again with the shot that we created for you. It's all approved. The models that we're going to use, they're approved. Everything. So yeah, we just is that enough information for that question?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm asking because I know that there's a lot of
Yeah.
people that they have hired companies where the video gets done and they're not happy with it, and I would say that it's because there was a friction in the process, right? Because
yeah. So another thing is, my crew that I work with, I really try to use top of the line crew.
Yeah.
I don't want to cut any corners because I can't risk the client not liking the video.
Right.
Because like you said, there's no do-overs. I need to get the highest quality crew, period, every time. So by doing that, it eliminates any chance of like,
could have, should have.
There was a point where I was shooting it myself, and I wanted to see, I could shoot it. Big deal. It's just a product. It's just a coffee maker. No big mistake. You got to stick to your strengths.
You won't see the details. You won't see the details. You'll be so caught up with looking at a shot that you won't be focused on what's missing, right? You need to see it from the outside.
Yeah, and it's also And it's also like, you know, I want a camera operator who is obsessed with cameras and has 1,000 lenses, lives with it, sleeps with it, breathes it, knows everything. I'm not that guy. Let me do what I do best and let him do what he does best. And the model also, you do what you do best. You know, the crazy thing about me is I wanted to learn every part of the operation. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to try voiceover for a bit. I'm going to try this. I tried every part of the operation because I just wanted to touch it, fail with it a little bit. And like, okay, never again. So I've failed as the voiceover artist. Let the voiceover artist do his job. Let the camera guy do it. Let the models alone. Have you ever worked with a model before? It's incredible. Like they could be like this nerdy looking guy walks in, he's got glasses and whatever, he's like a loser. All of a sudden, okay, the camera rolls and he's like sexy, he's got muscles and faces. You're like, oh wow. Everyone's an expert. Let them, you know, be an expert. So that's what I believe.
I agree. Yeah, so let's talk about some of the do's and don'ts, as David was saying, right?
We covered a couple of the do's. I wanna hone in on the don'ts.
Okay.
Sure.
So I guess Andy, give your top 3 do's, and I'll give my top 3 do's as well.
For product video, let's think. Okay, number 1, make sure when you have your shoot going, the focus is on the product, not on the model itself, not on the background, not on the scenery, not on the guy's shirt. This is the product. Cut out the fluff, make it about the product, streamline it. So that's my number 1. You want to go back and forth?
Good. Yeah, Frank, go on.
Yeah, sure. I would say one of them is budgeting, right? Because you have to budget correctly. As you know, like when you're doing a video, right? We're doing a coffee. Let's use the coffee one as an example. You have to buy the right coffee. You have to buy the right cup. Right? There's so many props that go into a video that,
my God, yeah.
Unfortunately, in the Amazon world, they don't see it because they're like, oh yeah, this is my pillow for me to sit on it in the tub, right? But then you got to get bars of soap. You got to make the tub look beautiful. You got to find the location. I think budgeting is a very big important thing, not only as us as the company, but even the person that's looking to create a video. If you have a product that requires like other tools to be used or other props, understand that that's a cost, right? And it's not just your product, but what the product needs for it to function correctly, right? I'll give you an example. I recently did a whole production for like these tech products that go into like a car, right? They're like these iHome products, and we had to rent cars, right? And then when I told the guy, he's like, "Hey, why is this budget look like this?" I'm like, "Dude, I have to rent 5 different cars." You know what I mean? Like that's a cost on its own. He was like, "Wow, I didn't think about that." So it's like little things where I think if you budget correctly, you'll save yourself the headache that I'm pretty sure me and you, Andy, have gone through, right?
Yes.
It's budgeting right.
Yeah, I kind of want to double down on that. Like a lot of the conversation is the budget. It's and it has to work for both ends. Like it has to work for us and it has to work for the client because we can't screw ourselves. And for them, it has to make sense. It has to, if they have a number in their head they have to get to, we have to come back and be creative and say, this is how we can make this number work for you and still make money.
Correct.
More do's, more don'ts. What do we,
I actually have a question.
Yeah.
What?
Sure.
I'm sure you guys both have experienced this. What do you do when you put up a whole plan, and maybe this never happened, but I think this happened by you, Frank. You make a plan, you give it to the client signs off on it, and then for whatever reason something changes, and now you have to change the script and recast, and saying like, I can't imagine that the back and forth part, like that's the part that I feel is, if you guys are being paid well for everything, the coordination is the part that's the hardest, and going back and forth and getting the models and canceling and getting the different one. And I'm saying like, is there a part of the video process that is more crucial that you think needs to be watched closer than any other part, something that's more like, let's just say somebody was doing a video on their own. Let's say they can't afford to hire a wonderful company to help them out with it.
Sure.
Is there any like major mistakes that either of you have went through in a specific process? And I guess I'm suggesting that maybe the casting and what's the word when you make like a mood board or whatever, you make like a
storyboard.
There we go. Storyboard. I feel like that could be like the most. If a mistake happens, it could be catastrophic. Am I right on that? Is there another part of the process that is more crucial and more something you have to be more focused on? Like, is there just for someone trying to do it and trying to avoid making some of these mistakes?
Mind if I jump in?
Yeah.
I think storyboarding is the biggest thing possible. Period. I failed with that in a few years. It took me a time to learn how important it is. Every time I don't storyboard, and this goes back to like when I was in film school. Period. Anytime I've not storyboarded, we go to the set and it's like, what do we do? What do we get? And then you're like, oh, maybe we missed some things. But with the storyboard, it's guaranteed. It's like, no, it's all in the storyboard. This is how we do it. And another way that we do it specifically is I like to take pictures. So they'll send me the product beforehand, and it's like a kind of a mock shoot from beforehand. Angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, boom, 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 boom. Very simple. I'm not an artist. I can't draw by hand. I don't know how to do that stuff so well. So yeah, I think that's you nailed it. Storyboarding is the key.
Yeah, for sure. So I think that also, Andy, to add to that, I think I don't know how, obviously two different companies, right? But I have a person for each area, right? And I just overview every step of the process. For example, I have a person that receives a product, a person that creates a storyboard, and then once she's done creating to the storyboard, it's no longer in her hands, right? Just like you said, getting the right people to perfect each area is something that I've crafted on very well, so that like there's no mistakes. Like I said, we can't afford to make mistakes, right? And I love that you said that 98% of a production is prep, right? Because the day of the shoot is like, we're zoned in, we know what we're doing, everybody plays their part, good, right? Then we obviously post-production is like a whole other project on its own. And I guess it's another podcast discussion, because post-production is a whole nother world, as you know it. But then one of the things that I've realized is that I've also done, because things do happen, right? And I would love to talk, Andy, one of the craziest things that's happened to you, and I'll also talk about one of the craziest situations that I've been in production. I remember I took on a client for an outdoor product, and for like we planned and we scheduled whatever, 5 times we had to cancel because it started raining like cats and dogs every time we got to the production site, right? And it was like the weather didn't say it was going to rain. It was like it was just crazy what happened. Every time we got to the section where we were going to record, raining cats and dogs, had to cancel 5 times. On the 6th time we were able to create it, right? So it's like there's a lot of unforeseen things that do happen in production, right?
I vaguely remember this story, Frank.
Yeah.
I think I remember who it was for. Like a year ago now?
Yeah. And it was like nonstop. And I'm like, man, like what the heck is going on, right?
Wow.
And at one point you're just like, all right, man, like, like the next day we'll shoot the next. But like you said, there's money and cost involved in every production. Unlike every other company that's out there, Andy, I think we're like walking on thin lines where we have no space for mistakes, man.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, to add to that, and maybe I have another story in addition. It was like, I think it was like a month ago or something. It was like one of the hurricanes. Yeah. We had a shoot on the day of a hurricane, and our shoot was like an hour away. So we're driving, and it's like pouring, and it's crazy, but I think that's why we do studios, to like save us that headache of outdoors. I just don't trust the outdoors right now, but unless I shoot in another region.
So you record and if you were in my situation, you would have pivoted to studio?
I mean, it really depends. I know you guys, you shoot outdoors a lot of what you do, but for us, I try to keep everything indoors, just as another way to protect everyone's time. You know, just
Yeah.
again, like then you gotta call. Oh, actor 1 could make it, but actor 4 can't make it, and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Actor 5 is stuck in traffic and 2 hours. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. Craziest story. I'm trying to think.
While you think, Andy, while you think,
Yeah.
we
Okay.
we like to have cameo appearances.
You like.
We
Let's
all,
see.
everyone.
I
Everyone
love the
likes
cameos, but
cameo appearance, Frank.
no, I love it, but it's like I don't even know who these cameo appearances are until we're live.
Yeah.
Okay, I'd love to see a cameo.
There we go. So we have a cameo appearance. You actually know the wonderful cameo appearance people we have today.
Okay.
And I'm going to bring them in 1 second.
Oh, this is exciting. This is a big...
What's up?
What's going on?
What's up?
I'm we're commuting back.
How we doing?
Yo, talk to me about the commute, man. Talk to me about the commute.
We're joined by
It
Miriam
is long.
from Dayon. And they're on the way back from New York right now. What was that? We missed that. Sorry, I was talking.
Our service is really bad from here. No, our service is pretty bad, but we were saying how much we love driving for like 3 hours away.
I remember I used to commute to New York every day, and I
you don't miss it, David? You don't miss it?
I don't miss it. I don't miss it at all.
I hear you, man. Yo,
David,
David.
in the city is the best.
Yeah, you loving it?
Yeah, being in the city is so much fun. There's so much energy. You don't get that in Howell.
Andy, you've been to the Zealand Studios in Lakewood, right?
I have.
Yes.
I have.
So they just
Pretty
opened
incredible.
up their second headquarters in New York City.
I saw. Congratulations, guys. Amazing.
They're calling it Zealand Express, and they're not only are they going to the city every day, but when they get stuck in traffic, they get out of their car and they start taking like photo shoots in middle of like traffic, and they started like posting a series to LinkedIn. So they're kind of like LinkedIn famous from their traffic.
You guys, all you guys, so good with your social medias. Each one of you better than the next.
Yeah, you're not too shabby yourself, Andy. You definitely got something going on there.
Yeah, amazing.
You were on a TV show, no? That was pretty cool.
I was. Yeah, I was. I was on a TV
show. That's so cool.
It was called The Love Connection on Fox, hosted by Andy Cohen.
Impressive.
That was probably one of the funniest. I watched the clip of you, and that was hilarious. If you didn't see it, you gotta Google Andy Mizrahi on The Love Connection, and you'll get a good laugh. It's a very funny episode.
Wait, I'm gonna Google it. It's not the show where like you're finding
True Love. Yes,
it is.
Not that show, right?
No, it is.
It is the show where you.
Oh yeah.
Love. Yeah.
Okay, so we have to check it out.
So Miri, today we're talking about the do's and don'ts of product and brand videos. And you guys do wonderful photography, but you also do like short clips of videos. And I was wondering if you had one do and one don't. Maybe you could give the do and Sarifka could give the don't. I don't know. Maybe you guys could both get creative with it. Sorry to put you on the spot, but
Sure.
anything to add?
We're gonna start with Sarifka don'ts.
Definitely. Sarifka should go first. I agree.
Thank you for agreeing. Go.
Don'ts with videography or photography.
Yes.
Don't expect your ginormous product to look cute and petite in a picture.
Good one. Yo.
Okay. And let's get one from Miri. No pressure.
John here.
Completely just got chopped.
You guys froze.
Okay. So what was that? What was the do for product and brand videos or pictures?
The dudes, Surfka's gonna do the dudes.
Use Zealand photography for the best photography.
There we go. There we go.
There you go. There you go.
All right.
No
Good
fails
job.
plug.
I've given your due and you're done.
That's why Surfka's here.
Okay, awesome, guys. All right, so I mean, you guys feel free to stay on, but if the internet's bad and you want to bow out, looks like we're losing them.
Listen,
All
we
right.
went through a tunnel.
It's all good. Okay, so that was fun. So let's just recap a little bit. We talked a little bit about the do's. We talked a little bit about the don'ts. Let's get some hustle. We always like to pull the hustle out of every guest we have.
Sure.
You know, it is New York Hustle Radio after all. You don't have to live in New York, but you can't be lazy. And I want to just point out that I happen to know, Andy, that you work in Israel sometimes. I know you come to Jersey sometimes also. But just the fact that you're in Israel right now, and I know plenty of people who live in Israel and they work on Israel time. But I think the fact that, like, opening statement, you were like, oh yeah, I'm ending my day now. Like, typically, I didn't know you were in Israel. I thought you were still here.
I was still there, but I just came back for a few weeks. I don't know how long I'll be here for. Maybe.
Got it. Okay. Either way, though, you're there, temporarily there even, which is even more of a reason not to be working on American time. And just to show you, the hustle never sleeps. You're working. You're putting in the hours. It's hard. I'm sure staying up all night working is not an easy thing to do. And I feel like that's just like a start. But I happen to know you for a while, and I know that you do great work. I know a lot of the clients that you work with, and I know that you always make sure to deliver a good result, and always make sure to, you know, put your money where your mouth is, and you live by your brand and you live by your results, and that's definitely something that is commendable. I'm wondering if Frank has any little things we could pull out here. You're on mute, Frank.
Better. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was like a lot of traffic outside of my office. So, look, at the end of the day, I feel like video is more prominent than anything else. If they say pictures talk a lot of words, imagine video. And you know, as a service provider, as a person that's a seller selling a product, whatever it is that you're in, your competitors have video, right? And at the end of the day, your customers deserve it, right? As much as you feel like it doesn't work or that it's not the timing for it, if your competitor has videos and you don't, the loyalty stands with them a lot more, right? So besides the fact that videos create a statement in your business, it also positions you in leadership. These days, like, to not have video is not an option. And I'm sure, Andy, you're also seeing this more and more, right? Like, not having a video is not an option, especially if you're selling a product. There's like, you cannot be without a video just because you feel like you don't want to make the investment, or you feel like you're not ready for it. The reality is that times move quickly, and you need to move at the pace of what the demand is, right? And that's my advice. You know, like, start with one video and see how it transitions. Hire the right people. Obviously, there's a lot of people doing videos out there. I saw some of your work, Andy. I'm crazy impressed.
Thank you.
I see details. I think, being that I'm in the video space, I see things that maybe other people don't see, and I see how you choose specific shots specifically. I'm very detail orientated, and man, I'm excited to see more of what you do this year and next year, man. Maybe we'll do a video together, right?
We'd love to.
We'll see what the world brings.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, guys. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you for having me. It was an blast, an honor to be on this, and you guys are awesome.
Take care, Andy. Enjoy Israel, man.